Just really wanted to talk about the importance of personal development and growth, and the difference that makes when you have a plan in place and when you take action. And when you take action, how fast things can start to change around you. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because that's what I've been experiencing today. I had another meeting with my business coach, and the difference in a week, just in a week, with clarity and with focus and taking action around meeting certain goals, you really start to attract that type of energy back to you, and things start to change so quickly. It's just about really making a decision about what you want to do and why you want to do it. For many years, I've always been someone that has struggled with making a decision about what they want to do and taking action and having clarity around that. And then my own self-doubt for years has always held me back. Basically, I have always held myself back, and through personal development and reaching out to others for guidance and support and help really has helped me. But you've just sometimes need to take that step forward and that leap of faith into the unknown. And I've had to do that a few times in my life, and every time the same sort of thing, I feel the same sort of thing when I'm taking a step forward into a whole new thing. It can actually feel a little bit almost lonely. It can feel a little bit very unfamiliar. It can feel quite intimidating and scary, because it's kind of like you're not sure where to bounce your energy off from other people. You're not really sure. Maybe the people around you that you're connecting with will be changing, and that can be quite, because you're stepping out of that sort of comfort zone that you are comfortable in. Growth only ever happens when you take a step forward, because if I'm developing and growing, then I can be helping others at the same time. And it's not about me, it's about it's about us moving forward to a goal. And I guess through my coaching and my business development side, it's finding exactly what that goal is and how I can help others around me with what I love doing. If you're not growing, then, maybe ask yourself why, if you're feeling stuck. Because I know that I've felt in my life many times where I've been stuck in a rut, where I don't know which direction to go. And usually the only thing that's holding me back is fear about moving forward, because, what if I fall flat on my face? And, for a few times you probably might do that, and that's okay, because, being knocked back or rejected from something just means that you're not meant to go in that direction. You're just meant to steer in another direction. And for me, rejections have been blessings in disguise, because they've shown me what isn't right for me and what I must do. I was like, if I would have done that, I would have actually been more distracted about what's more important that I should be focusing on. And those things are just confirmations for me. But I'm still going to go for things sometimes, because if I see an opportunity that might benefit myself or the business, the business plan that I'm going for, or of course I'm going to take it. When I think about my business, about my music, I sometimes don't know what it looks like. And that's part of it that you're not supposed to know, because then why are we here? It's supposed to be a learning thing. So if I can take the fear out of it and just trust the process and trust that everything is gonna be okay whichever way I go, everything always sorts itself out. But I just gotta trust it. And when I don't trust it, that's when things start to go a little bit haywire and a little bit, out of sorts. So, but again, going back to today's meeting, I really found it beneficial because I'm getting feedback from someone that is a professional, someone that is experienced. So whether you're in another field, like, I don't know, may not be music, but I don't know why you would be on this channel, but any other field, it's so important to be getting feedback about your own personal growth, about what you're putting out into the world. Is the message clear? Is it maybe needs some refinement? And I asked my coach to perhaps watch some of these videos to see if, is my message clear? Do I need to, there's always room for improvement. But if I don't start putting stuff out, then I'll never will. And I have for years and years just procrastinated and let my ego get in the way about what people might think of me. It really is none of my business what other people think of me. It's about what I think of me. And am I staying true to myself? Am I staying true to what I want to achieve and want to do? And if that's all in line, then I'm just gonna do it. And putting stuff out that might not be perfect, like there's been a couple videos that I've posted that I've looked back on and I'm like, oh, that's a bit out of focus. Oh, that's a bit, should have not said that maybe. But you know what, like, that's okay. That's where the improvement can happen, right? I've got to let that stuff go. I've got to let that perfectionist side of me, I need to let it go. I'll always critique myself because I am a perfectionist, but I also have needed to find that balance where I can let that go for the development and growth, for it to be able to happen. And so there are so many aspects of this business idea, and there are so many aspects of my own personal development and musical development that I still don't know what it's going to look like. And I'm just doing it one day at a time. I'm just working on whatever makes me happy. And I've got to keep pushing out the content. I've got to keep pushing out music and got to keep writing and keep practicing, keep learning every single day because I'm passionate about it and I love doing it. And if I can, everyone has a right to be able to do that for themselves. Everyone has a right, and some people in this world don't actually get that chance, which is really, I consider myself extremely lucky with where I've been brought up, where I grew up, the country that I live in, the education that I've been given, because without that I wouldn't be where I am today. And it's really, really important to remember where I've come from and that some people don't have these opportunities. And if I can somehow make a difference in someone else's life that didn't get that chance, then why not? They deserve that too. And that's all kind of part of where my focus is heading, and why all these videos are coming out, and why I work so hard, because I don't just want to be successful as a musician. I want to help others to be successful about what they want to do in life. It doesn't have to be music, but most likely it will be, because that's kind of where I'm coming from. But you know what I mean? The bottom line is to do what you love. Always do what you love. Sometimes we can't because there are other circumstances, but we can find a way to try and do something, even if it's just for a little bit. It doesn't have to just a couple times a week, or I don't know, doing what I love has brought me so much joy in my life. And I guess I just want to share that, because I can't just hold that all for myself. I have to be really selfish. And real joy is when you can share that with other people. That's where the realness comes in for me. And so yeah, today's been a really powerful day in the sense of just in a week's time, just by putting action in, having a plan, the momentum can really push forward, and you start to feel, you know, I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. You know, knowledge is so powerful, and used in the right way, it can change the world. If I wasn't open-minded to new experiences, I just wouldn't have met the people that I have in my life today. And usually when I need to be open-minded, it's when sometimes things challenge me about what I think I know. Because if I think I know everything, then I'm never going to learn anything. So if I can get out of my own way and listen sometimes to what other people have to say. I've had this conversation with someone else this week as well, and it's about being okay with not knowing what your end goal is going to look like, because no one knows. Sometimes we have our goals and minds set on something and we will reach that, but if we don't allow for other things to sort of help along the way, you know, we could be flying along that road much easier. I don't know, they're just some thoughts, and I hope that this may have helped someone. I know that this is how I sort of tend to think about what I'm doing every day and why I'm doing it every day. And as long as all those things meet up, my purpose, my why, the reason why I get out of bed every morning, and the reason why I go to sleep so I can get out of bed the next day, if they're all in line, then I'm already succeeding. I'm already a success. That's what success is to me. To be in a place where you're just okay, you know, that's the best thing ever. If you like anything that you have heard or the content that I post every day, then please like and subscribe. It'd be great to see your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.